A coffee date is low effort. Very unique thing that I've been coming across lately. I don't know why my feed, I guess once you watch one, they just keep sending them. But apparently for the women who do want to put out their opinions, there's this thing going around that if you ask somebody out for a cup of coffee before, like, let's say a date, where you're going to get dressed up and maybe spend some money, that some of these women have an extreme problem with it. I'm not, this video, you know me in my videos, I'm more like, well, let's think about it and let me see what's up. So I have a thought about that. And I think without a doubt, all of this is a result of the last 25 years, technology, apps of the last 10 years and everything. In the 1900s, the cup of coffee actually wouldn't have existed. Let's meet for a cup of coffee. And my guess is the energy of two people being in front of each other was a constant when you went out to a club, went to a bar, went to an event. You bump into somebody, and then immediately you can measure that person's energy physically. How do they respond to you? Their eyes? Do you feel comfortable? Do they feel comfortable with you? All that stuff happens. Therefore, if in fact that you did like that person, you'd ask for a phone number, right? That would be the next logical step. And they'd either shut you down or say yay and move on to the next step. That next step in most cases would not have been the coffee date. It probably would have been a regular date. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. And I think without a doubt, because of the advent of apps through technology, which has changed all of our lives, we don't get that opportunity to receive or exchange that energy being face to face when we meet somebody for the first time. When you're on an app and you're doing all that swiping and liking and whatever, you might get that first visual connection. But I have a friend of mine that was on an app and had explained to me that even if, because I said, well, what if you meet somebody on an app? What if you actually do like a Facebook talk video face-to-face or a Zoom or something? And even then, you can gussy yourself up and everything and present yourself on camera, because you can look at the camera and all this thing to get yourself all squared and still present yourself to get to talk to each other. But that energy, that emotional yay or nay that comes through being in front of each other physically still doesn't exist. Plus even on the camera, if you still want to BS somebody on how you look or something, or whatever, you can still kind of pull it off a little bit. So I think when these women are posting that coffee dates are low effort, I think some of these ladies that are posting that may have some 1900s experience, those who were born in 1900s, or this is the new benchmark now of what it is to engage with these kinds of women. And when I say these kinds of women, I'm not saying it's that they're bad. Everyone's allowed to have what it is that they want and set their benchmarks on how they want to be, taken out or whatever the case is. But without a doubt, it's my opinion that this whole, coffee is low effort movement is really based on the fact that we don't have what we used to have, which was you meet somebody in person, the vibe, a vibe check. So for myself, if I ever met anybody back in the day when I was single, for me actually, maybe these girls will hate on me because my first date would have been the brunch. And for me, the safety of the brunch was I would tell the girl that I wanted to date, I say, listen, pull your hair back in a ponytail, make yourself comfortable. You don't have to get all, fixed up. If you don't want, let's go for a brunch. And then I would say just flat out, a real safe zone would be, okay. And then also, if it's, doesn't work out, we could say, all right, didn't work out, or, if it does work out and the vibe's moving, then you can continue the brunch into maybe go to the beach or go do something. And if that works out, you can continue it into maybe going to a movie or a dinner or something like that. But to me, the brunch was kind of that safe thing for both people, because I was always, in my empathic kind of positive way, I always looked out for the opportunity that Maybe she doesn't like me. She doesn't want to spend any more time with me than she needs to. And it's daytime, and it's safe, and meaning like, you don't have to worry about the kiss goodbye or the drive home or nighttime. There's a safeness to it. But anyhow, for those that feel that coffee is low effort, you've set your barrier to entry, and that's just what's going to happen. You that's your thing. But I do want to end this with saying the same thing I said in the last video. For every 5-10 people that put out that kind of comment or that kind of video, there are 5 million people that are having great results going out for a cup of coffee, and that are engaging that way and do find that to be a great way to get to know somebody or not, and just get up and walk away if it doesn't work out. I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm old, I'm in my 60s, I'm out of the scene. Maybe I'm completely decoupled to reality, but I'm just kind of diving in like I do with my cup of coffee, which is not low effort. It's a nice morning buzz. Anyhow, there's no surf today, so I think I'm going to go diving. And if not, I might go stand-up paddle today. Maybe take my camera with me. I don't know. We'll see. You guys take care. Have a killer day. Remember, count the wins. All right.